First things first, let's talk about facts and works. Your boy mash no works. Talk about guns, we on that work. Never. And to make shit worse, I got all 5, that's real blood first. He got zinged and he got burst. Next outcome getting put in.
Yes, sir. What's good, guys? Your boy, you're good to Savage back again for another Hangover Extra live, you know, like that, bro. Yeah, saying, come on, bro. With the boy Ends, man, cooking up the Mondays and that. Yeah, man, you already know what time it is, bro. Monday the it's Monday the 11th September 2023, man. And yeah, man, we're there, innit? Yeah, man, come on. What are you saying, Ends?
Yeah, man, crazy, bro. I clicked. Do you know what? Because I sent you the link yesterday, right? So I clicked in there, chilling, like, yeah, I'll make a drink, come back, relax, bro. It's only when I realized, no, this is the background from yesterday. Still, this ain't the Hangover background. Then I tried to click on the link you sent me. That thing told me error, bro. I was like, oh shit! So I had to copy and paste it, send it to my other thing, and then click on it. Madness. But I'm here, bro. I'm here.
I told you about that bootleg MacBook you got, bro.
Hey, listen, my MacBook is better than yours.
Nah, bro, you got it from Cash Generator, bro.
Your one came from one of those bums.
Yours came from CEX, bro.
Yeah, that's. He was like, oh, I've had enough of this. Yeah, man, that's where you got yours. I got mine from the Apple Store, bro, directly.
Mine came from Apple Store still.
Premium customer service. Oh, sir, do you want you want me to wrap it like this for you? That's what I got, bro.
Yeah, same, bro. I got the Guru. Now I got the Apple Genius, dude. The Guru down. I got the insurance, bro. I got the special M1 chip as well, bro.
Yeah, they're free.
No, don't give it to the floor. No, them chips they're not for regular peasants, bro. Like certain man, you know what I mean? Certain man have to go.
No mudbloods could ever get one of these ones. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, bro, couple poggles can't touch it, you know, like that, bro.
Yeah, man, diagonally to get your cheap stuff.
Yeah, man, ask Cav about that, man. Cav, you in diagonally still, bro. You returned, bro. Anyway, big up to everyone in the chat, bro. Big up on me, man. Big up Savage and the Demon Team. Love, man. Every time, bro. Tallyho, Ends, and Savage, bro. Yeah, man, this guy on everyone good. Yeah, nice way to start your Monday, innit, man? Yeah, I mean, Mondays ain't the best for most people. Big up Psychedelic. But, hey, it is what it is, man. We're here to chop it up, man. Bit of a different show, obviously. It's Hangover Extra. There wasn't no football on the weekend. There was international football, but it's not really worth talking about right now. You get me? So, got a couple of news stories and that, bro. Nothing too major. A couple of things surfacing. And then, yeah, man, it's down to the chat today, bro, and Ends and see what I've got on and that, bro. It's a couple of things everyone wants to trap up, you know what I mean? Big up GOAT since 1997. Love, bro. Yeah, sir, there he is, man. Back from the alley and that. Diagon alley.
Man nearly got rushed in Diagon alley as well, you know. He's so lucky, bro.
Nah, man, trust me. Love though, Cav. I hope you had a good time still, man. Little break and that, man. I told you about you, man, working too hard and that. Relax, man. You get me? How's the missus anyway, Ends and Cav? Everyone good? Yeah? I don't know why, man, I'm laughing, bro.
That question. No, because I thought you was asking Cav.
I'm asking both of you, bro. You already know how it goes?
Good at work. So I got to do the school runs today. Okay, so I'm like, in between. I hate. Do you know what? I don't mind it, but I hate it at the same time because it fucks up my whole day, bro. When I got shit planned, I gotta do it, and then got asked to do a few more bits. Just gets in the damn way, bro. It's a long time they're at school, but fucking flies, bro.
6 hours, isn't it?
Sorry.
So they're at school for about 6 hours, isn't it?
I think so. What is it? 8? Call it 8 till 3.
Okay, 7. Yeah.
But it flies, bro, because after you do the drop, I come back, chill out. I'm like, okay, cool, hangover, sure. Let me get the other stuff I told you I needed to do yesterday. And then, yeah, I'm like, after we do this, I don't think we're here for too long anyway. And then, yeah, I'm like, I have to take one of those old man naps still and, you know what I mean, recalibrate for later down for that.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it's one of those, bro. I'm guessing everyone's excited for football to come back. There's one more round of our international games this week, and then on the weekend football, we'll be back. Definitely looking forward to it. I seen your Twitter post on, yeah, man. The Liverpool boys have done good on their journey so far, man. It's nice, bro.
It's good,
you know
man.
What I mean? Hopefully it stays like that. There's no injuries, bro. That's the main thing. Because I don't mind them getting an extra run out in their legs and that. I mean, pre-season ain't really that long if you think about it. So if they use this as that as well, then when they come back, they should be even sharper, bro. So
yeah,
hopefully that's what happens, man. Yeah, man. Obviously, just before we move on, you know what day it is, bro. It's September the 11th, bro. Craziness, man. 22 years. I don't know where that time's gone, bro. You know what I mean? Whole adults have been born in that time, bro. And this is crazy.
Yeah, what Sam said he was 1.
Sam said he was 1. My brother was the same age as Sam. My brother's 21, so he was like 6.
And the kids weren't even born then.
Exactly, bro. It's crazy, man.
Crazy,
It's been you'd argue like 2 generations of kids since then. If you go on like 10-year spans and that, which is absolutely madness. And the funny thing is that we were like, I mean, how old's Roman? Just turned 11, on it?
Yeah, Rio turned 11.
Rio turned 11. So that means you was the same age as him. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy, bro. Yeah, man, madness still. But
22 years have flown by so quick, bro. That's magic.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Obviously, I'll never do all that prayer business in it because you don't do anything, bro. You know what I mean? But
you rather get the crystals, I know.
Yeah, well, that's your thing, bro. You know what I mean? Did you put your feet in the ground? Like, you know what I mean? Just sailing to the moon and that.
Gemstones sitting behind you and that.
Yeah, man. Listen, I don't even
walk around with the gemstones in your backpack and that.
So, nah, bro. You got them. What's
Brown Chang said, yeah, man. Man's always got the crystal.
Nah, man. You already told me, bro. You and Zamir be praying to the Alexandrite and that, bro. That's what you man said.
Listen.
Yeah, man. Listen, 22 years ago, man. I don't know what to say in these situations, bro. I don't believe all that like prayers for man and all that because don't do anything, can it? You know what I mean? My prayers ain't helping you. You lost your family members and that. It's been a long time to the outside world, but to people who dealt with that stuff, it's like their family member probably just left in it. So hopefully on this day, bro, they can at this point have more of a celebration of whoever's life has gone than be extra sad, which they're still going to be sad. And yeah, man, and hopefully the weather's nice over there in New York and that, and just have a good day, bro. That's all I got to say about that, man. But big up to them still. You know what I mean? And big up to the people in Afghanistan and that, brother, that we know what happened after, innit? So let's not even pretend that there weren't people affected over there after from what happened. So big up to them as well, bro, because they lost loved ones too. Anyway, on to the sports talk and that, man. Yeah, man, listen, we're talking about pure problems and that, bro. If anyone in the chat has anything they want to talk about, any questions and that, throw them in. Make sure the good questions are starred and we'll get to them, of course, bro. There's no problem with that at all, man. You know what I mean? The People's Champ is here, bro. Yeah, let's get to the news. Musical, my boy. I don't know why it played the whole intro, bro. I don't know why it did that, bro. Was on loop or something? Try to ruin up my thing and that, bro. I had to have things on point, bro. This thing just carried on going and that, bro. I started vibing still, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. Sadly, listen, because there's nothing to talk about really in football, man, and I'm not going to clutch at straws and that, but we always cover what news is out there. And we'll get to the good stuff in UFC in a minute, man, because that was great. That was a great weekend and that, bro. But obviously, bro, there's just bare problems, man. I don't know what's in the council pop in Manchester, bro. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Anthony's not Anthony and Sancho's not Sancho in, bro. And yo, listen, Anthony's situation, first of all. I'm not doing the soft thing what everyone else is doing. Like, if it just seems like everyone's throwing man under the bus, and I'm not going to do because I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm going to throw him under the bus, bro, because this ain't about Liverpool or Manchester United or anything like that. This is another grown man. He's in a profession of football. That's why we're talking about it. He's been accused of something by his ex. And yeah, it's serious stuff, isn't it? Now, at the moment, he's on an absence of leave from Manchester United. He got removed from the Brazil squad. Yeah, he did his first interview 2 days ago. I watched it. Obviously, he was speaking in Portuguese and that, but they translated it and all that. And he was sad, man. He was sad that, listen, I can't tell, man. I don't know what man's done in his personal life and that, bro. So, but you have to keep the same energy for both sides, innit? If I don't know if he's guilty, then I don't know if he's not guilty either, bro. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying is everything I see flying around is all like, yo, condemning man and that, bro, and he should never play football again and blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, man, more time, the more evidence you get on these certain things, even if you're not sure where the evidence comes from, makes you come up with an answer more likely and an opinion on what you think's going on in it. But there hasn't been anything, man. She said she got a head bust or whatever. She had a picture of a cut. But like, this isn't new stuff, bro. And you know, Manchester United had all this evidence in the locker for a long time, bro. But what's going on in the waters at United, bro? Because obviously, in Manchester, bro, that's where all the problems have been, bro. I'm not even trying to take the piss, bro. Like, they had the Mendy situation. Man's a free man now. He's doing his thing, innit? The Greenwood situation. He's in Spain playing football again. Anthony. What, bruv? I'm just saying, bruv. Like, these are all I don't understand, and especially Manchester United, bare problems, man. What do you think of the situation, bro?
I don't want to do it the injustice.
Inside. Sorry.
I saw this Twitter post earlier, and it was like a quote from what he was talking about. And it was like, I would never attack anybody, or he said, I've never attacked anybody, or nor will I attack anyone. And all I saw underneath was like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's what you do at United. Don't attack no one. I was like, nah, you man are rude. But nah, on a serious note, it's another brother, man, another man down, bro. These gal out here just accusing man for doing whether he did it, whether he's not, until he's proven guilty, then he's innocent, I guess. But it's crazy, bro. All I'm gonna say for anyone, and I have a few people in my family as well from academy level and whatever, but the information I would always give them, bro, like if you're gonna have a thing, bro, just make sure it's your girl that you're gonna have forever, bro, or just make sure, bro, I don't know, get some NDA signed, bro, because
I was just about to speak
dangerous right now.
I was just gonna speak to you on this, bro, because I think the easy thing for all of us to say is make sure you get a good girl, make sure you get a girl who you're gonna stay with, and make sure it's not things you smashing. It was his girl.
I know. It was his girl
that he trusted.
Listen,
but bro,
come on, bro. You know the red flags, man. Like whether or not on this side of you, like, okay, cool, it was his girl, whatever, is his wife, bro. You know the red flags, one, bro. You can already see them. If she didn't come up with me when I was in the favelas, bro, couldn't find nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Then
to your point. So what man's supposed to stay single for the rest of his life then? He's only young.
You might have, bro. At this rate, you might have, I'm just trying to protect the guys, bro, because at this rate...
But we have to be honest, bro. Of all the thousands of footballers that have got girlfriends and wives and that, bro, there isn't that many cases. The more cases, like, spoke about, but more people have misses that haven't done anything to them.
Yeah, so I'm saying that, like, I mean, that's because they probably keep them on a nice little, pay packet, bro. But guarantee.
No, but we can't do that, bro, because some of them probably just got decent misses, bro. Like, obviously, obviously every woman ain't on badness and that, bro. I'm just saying that, like, the easy thing to say is make sure you get a good woman and all that, bro. But how many? There's bare man that end up with their woman for time, bro, and then she does stuff. So it's like, whether he's been with this girl for 1 year or he's been with this one for 7 years and that, she loses you know what I mean? Because remember, what about when it's the other way and the girl's been with the guy for ages? We've had footballers who have been definitely guilty of stuff, and they've been with the woman. And then what you're supposed to say to the woman? Don't get with a guy that's a footballer. It's a weird situation. I know that, like,
what I don't like is the fact that it's happening a lot more frequently than it used to. So it tells me there's a shift somewhere.
But is it happening more frequent, or does it just feel like it is?
No, it is, because we, like, back in the day, you did hear about some of these things. Maybe it's because it's widely covered now. Maybe because women know if they say certain things, they're gonna end up, man can just pay you off. Or the footballers are just being wild, bro, because there's a lot more young players getting ridiculous amount of money, so they feel like they can just do whatever. There's so many different ways of looking at it. But
all I'm saying is,
it's happening too much, bro. It's happening too much. We had Mendy. He's proven not guilty. And who was the other one we had recently as well?
Okay, well, Mendy, to your point, is exactly the opposite, bro. So this is what I'm saying. They can't win, bro. Like, it wasn't his girl. So, like, this one chose to stay single. This Anthony chose to have a missus. Greenwood's was him and his missus. They're all different situations. What's man supposed to be gay, bro? Like, there's nothing left.
But when it happened to you, still, no. I'm looking at it. It's probably, like one of the points I said. It's the young players in it. They're getting so much money. Sometimes they don't know how to act with it. They're getting these women that probably like the lifestyle, and then it could be a many different things in it. But I feel like Mendy was young when it happened to him. Yeah. Obviously, Greenwood we know is young, and we know Anthony's young. So,
I agree.
I know maybe it's the young youths in it.
It could be the fact that what you've just said, or they can all completely be nothing to do with each other, bro. Like at all, like not even the same, and it's just a coincidence. I think there is something to which probably can speak on is the money with the younger footballers. For the younger footballers out there, we ain't saying that you lot are on badness, bro. But we're saying that for the money that you lot are on, like people don't have to go out their way to earn anything anymore in football. Like, you don't used to prove your way into getting big contracts and stuff on it. Now, as we just said, so far, and it's probably deep, but the rule in Manchester, And the one thing what's happening in Manchester at the moment is they've all got big contracts, bro. Like all of them.
Some mad wages, bro.
Anthony got, was it 80 mil they paid for him? Or something like that. And he's on big wage packet. Greenwood wasn't on a big wage packet yet, but then they moved him in into the first team, niced him up and that. You know what I mean? And he's been known about him since young, bro. So I think, remember back in the day, there used to be football apprentices and that. You used to have to clean the man's boots and that, bro.
Yeah.
So there were certain things and maybe some leadership around the clubs and stuff like that. And maybe some people have more like liaisons and that, especially if you're from a different country, you don't speak English, but there probably needs to be a group one. You know what I mean? Who talks them about certain things and maybe change the rules when it comes to the money as well. But I doubt that. It's probably going to go the opposite way. Because remember, Carl Walker getting his penis out, also Manchester, innit? Grealish crashing his car, Manchester, bro. Just getting out and jumping out and leaving it, bro, because say, fuck it.
Grealish is a mad. He's just not leaving it, fuck it.
Ryan Giggs, Manchester, bro. Paul Scholes, toe in the mouth, Manchester, bro. So basically, bro, lock off the Manchester thing. But I do think it's because social media's here, we know more stuff about this because, like, even with the Dani Alves thing, if he was already abroad by the time, probably wouldn't even have known about it until it got into the newspapers late. He's not
Is
young.
it okay? Do you think it's the because I was just thinking then in my head, is it the flamboyant players that this shit keeps happening to? Because I look at the other guys like the proper mad professionals. You look like a James Milner, you look at Harry Kane, like he's having loads of kids.
No, it's all the flamboyant players. It really is. It's all the ones that, like, to their credit, they want to enjoy their money and stuff like that. But it's all of those players, bro.
See, like even with Ronaldinho, with his
Robinho, Dani Alves, and then there was Basuma, Partey. Yeah, I mean, it's all of them. So it's basically
to
like
an extent as well, Mendy, but even though his one was alright, like he got.
So they're gonna have to thingy in it. They're gonna have to, like. That's what I'm saying about leadership at clubs and stuff like that. You might see now a different change in attitude. Not saying that Brighton players have done anything, but now Milner's there, you might see a different change in attitude to certain things. I think that's why De Zerbi brought him in, to be fair. Obviously to play, but for that as well, because you could have got a better right back. But professionalism is massive, and I think there's a sacrifice on it. There's a payoff with getting paid that much money, and some players they're not willing to deal with it, and it's worse now because everything's just open. Social media's there, more people are everywhere and stuff like that. So the trade-off is you kind of have to live a boring life and then just enjoy holidays when you have time off from football. Go training and go home. It's kind of that, and spend time with your family, bro. Yeah, because as soon as you touch nightclubs or something like that, it's over with, bro. And even if it's not their fault, and I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt, say if it's 50% on each side, and 50% of these girls go to the clubs for that reason to find you, bro. And they don't even care about what level of footballer you are. And then 50% of the man them are just weird, and they think that, hold on, I've had this money and power since I've been 16, 15 and that. Who are you to say no to me, bro? Like, you crazy? Then that's how some of these are moving, man. So probably some kind of.
What is the trade-off, bro? If, for instance, the women are going to these bars to go and be in the limelight around these footballers, hoping to get one of them, and the men going to these bars because they know that's the hot spot and they know they can get any lady they want to an extent. So everyone's putting themselves in a predicament of, like, I don't know, man. It feels mad, bro. They're all putting themselves in a predicament for something to go wrong. Because realistically, you ain't gonna go meet your missus at no nightclub. Realistically.
No, not realistically.
Yeah, you can meet things one night as whatever, but you're not. Is that way? Maybe I'm getting too old, man. I don't know.
You're moving like an old man still. Like,
yeah. Fuck it. I'll own it, man. It is what it is.
But you are right. There is a trade-off, and they obviously don't like the trade-off. I understand that, innit? But listen, you want big money, bro. It's kind of what happens, bro. Like, you should know anywhere in life, bro. When there's a big wage packet somewhere, there's a trade-off in it. And to the public, they don't give a shit about your trade-off because they're just like, you get paid way more than us, and all you do is play football. That's what most people see in it. So, there's been players like, I don't know, Milner, Harry Kane, them kind of man, them Henderson and that. These kind of players and that. It's just play football, go home, innit? And all of them are like the family. They're all family people and stuff like that. It's the trade-off, man. But But I just think for the young players, somebody needs to do something about it. Yeah, psychedelic. I wouldn't run this, bro, but it's never Liverpool players. Trust me, bro. We had exactly Flanagan fly kicked his misses in the back. Suarez was biting people and being racist, bro. Yeah. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? When we was younger, we had was Collymore punched up Eureka Johnson in the pub and that. Gascoigne was moving mad, headbutting things and that. It's not a particular club thing. I know I made a joke about the Manchester thing, but there is with the money thing. I might have something to do with it. It's crazy still.
Can I ask you a question? Serious question, guys in the chat as well. Do you think if the players didn't have the money, these women would come out and say these things, whether they're true or not?
Yeah.
Still
some
think
of
they
them.
would.
Some of them, because if it's a situation where there's a grey area to what's happened, or it's something that in regular day social life people probably wouldn't deem it as that big, they probably wouldn't come out on it. Because it'd be the equivalent of like if you worked at Asda and you got into a fight with your missus, would your missus go to the boss at Asda and say, "Yo, you know that he's been doing this"? They don't, innit? Because there's no payout. Because Asda boss ain't gonna give you money for telling them. They're gonna say thanks, love, and he's sacked. And then when you get back together, you would have broke Donny. So yeah, Dennis Wise did get mugged. I remember that back in the day. Still, I think didn't Andy Carroll got pulled up on in traffic as well. Man pulled out the gun on him and that, bro. The 4 or 5 and that. Said, "Pass me your watch." Still, I don't know, man. It's a mad one, but I don't like. You know what I mean? The new way is believe the victims always. And I'm like, bro, there might not even be victims, bro. So I can't just be out here just believing people because they said something, bro. You know what I mean? And
that's the world we live in.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have too many people doing this. Like, there's always smoke. There's got to be. I'm like, there's not always smoke without fire, bro. Some things just, you know what I mean? And man, let's be honest, bro. The other way around is them girls. What we said, we go to a nightclub for the guy, and then maybe it's not the you know what I mean? She's firing that ever. The geezer likes her. They go on a date, chops and that, and then she wants a boyfriend, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want to be your boyfriend." And that I took you like shopping and that because I'm rich, innit? Like, have a good time. All of a sudden, she goes home, tells her best friend, and that feels all dirty and that. You know what? He might have. Was you drinking? He might have forced himself on you still. I think you should go to the papers, or the friend just leaks it, bro. Because remember, for every story that comes out in the press, bro, there's probably behind the scenes one that's just been paid off, bro. Like, oh, yeah, just pay off, man. It's not worth it coming out, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing, innit? I think in these scenarios, I don't think you should get paid for nothing, bro. I feel the justice should be the person gets put in prison if that's what they did to you.
Yeah.
I don't think there should ever be a payoff in any way. You should never earn from it. Because if you're earning from it, then
I've always been on that, bro. I've always been on that, bro. Like, if someone murdered my family member and that, and then I went to court to see the person go down, and they're like, "Oh, now you need to pay me bro, that's not going to bring my family member back. The only way that should ever happen is if it's kept you out of pocket, innit? So if it's been like abuse where someone's been physically harmed and they can't work for like 6 months or something, then the person should pay them 6 months worth of their wages and go to prison. That's it. But all of this, like, "Oh, I'm suing you for 2.4 million and that, bro." I'm like, what? What? Yeah, man. But things are a bit crazy, bro, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. Let me just see what the chat's saying. Good points. Money and fame, it gives them too much ego. They're entitled. The successful, yeah, because the really younger ones, when we were growing up, the younger ones were on less money, and they were on it for a while, bro. Well, now it's like, let me snap this person and put them on a big contract before another club comes in for them. Man used the worst for that though, because they put all man on like 350 grand and that. Like, let's be honest, bro. Forget the jokes aside of what I said about Rashford and that. He shouldn't be on like them monies, bro. Bro. Can think of the other clubs and that. He shouldn't be on that much money. But hey, man, I can't tell man how to pay him and that. So if that no money wouldn't be story, more money, more problems. That's in your make. Yeah, that's true. Money doesn't give you a character. Money shows your character. Yeah. Fellas, major professional sports, these young players get the bag before they even play first. Work hard. MJ said this in an interview. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. And in basketball, it's even worse with the things, bro. These lot just going to get pregnant. That's what their point is, man. And they're openly saying it as well, bro. Was in the store getting bitch yesterday. 2 black kids arguing around 9 years old, brother and sister. Asked why arguing. He said, owes me sweets. And I said, you want? I brought it. What? I brought it for them. Bro, Wolf, this is the most random story, bro.
I'm reading the story going, where is this going?
So, okay, so brother and sister who was around 9 was arguing, and then the argument was over them owing each other sweets, and then you brought one of them sweets. Man, fuck them kids, bro. Let them argue the 9.
No, man, that's a story from a pedophile section still.
He said, cheers.
Who would be our friend, man? Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean. That makes more sense now. Nah, man, no, I'm like, fuck them kids, bro. I don't give a damn about you, bro. You're gonna starve today, bro. Funny. I would have took the sweets off
them. You gotta
them.
feed the kids, man. Rashford settings, bro.
Nah, fuck Rashford, bro. I would have took the sweets and left them myself, bro. You want to stop the argument? Oh, that's what I would have. Want to stop the argument? Give me the sweets, man, and I'll walk off, bro. You know what I mean? Now no one can argue, bro.
It's called theft, by the way.
It's not called theft, bro. It's called
it's called theft.
It's called diffusing the situation, bro.
No, it's called theft.
Well, on the same arsehole topic, bro. Listen, we slightly spoke about yesterday. And I said save it for the show because yeah, man. But Spanish FA, man, El Presidente, he's man's gonna retire, doesn't he?
He got paid off, man.
He held out for a while, but now he's gone, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, man got paid in it.
And man, listen, man, we got to cover the story properly, man. We don't know that, bro.
Listen, this man said, I am not going nowhere. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
And he said, what I did, it's not a big deal. All right, cool. So all of a sudden you just go, yeah, fuck it, man.
But just because you said you're not going anywhere doesn't mean that you can't. What do you think is going to come of that situation?
But they couldn't, bro. The thing is, they couldn't sack him, or else they would have done it a long time ago. So how are you going to get rid of? Oh, how are you going to get rid of someone if you can't sack them? And make
the same thing what happened with Greenwood. All the people in the FA, bro. The other people, half of them were staying, and half of them saying we'll step down ourselves.
Then cool.
Remember, he has to get paid, so I don't want to say he got paid off because that's kind of disrespectful to him, bro. But remember, he has to get paid anyway, bro, because it's his job.
But, all right, Savage. All right, Savage, cool. No worry. Then that means he got paid out, bro. Couldn't sack him. He didn't have to resign. He chose to resign. So that means you have to nice him.
Yeah, but he has to get paid anyway. That's my point.
All right, cool. But he got more than just the normal pay.
As he should.
All right, so then man paid him off then.
But that's not the story. The story is him retiring, bro.
Nah, man.
That is the story, bro.
The papers right then instead of what really.
No. See, you're not gonna do this to me. I'm going what he said, bro. I watched the interview with him and Piers Morgan, bro.
Yeah. He'll say whatever. That's because he got paid.
Listen, we're not gonna turn into one of them channels, bro. I have to go off what the man said, bro. I can't make stuff up about him, bro. Like I'm just going off what you know what I mean. I let the chat give their opinion and that, bro. But that's what he said, bro. Piers Morgan said to him, like, yo, you said you weren't gonna do anything and that. You know what I mean? And he said, what's changed? Have you had conversation with people and that? They said, yeah, because obviously his daughters have been pestered, his wife's been pestered, his family's been pestered the whole time. This whole time this has been going on. And then he's like, I spoke to my dad, and dad said, at this point, bro, you just got to worry about your character and your integrity and that, bro, because you're just looking silly, bro. The family believes you ain't done anything. Remember, it's not his situation is not a hidden story, is it? We all saw it, bro, on the world scale, bro. And it's a bit awkward still, because my views on it are a bit. I don't know, bro. Like, it's not cut and dry, but at the same time, I feel like if this happened anywhere else, not anywhere else, at another time, it'll be diffused pretty fast, doesn't it?
Do you know the thing is as well, bro? I've seen these kind of. Okay, I don't want to minimize it because I want the females to kind of get crazy, but
yeah.
I've seen these things happen in like festivals and that, bro, where man just grab a kiss of a ting or a ting kisses another. So should all these people just be cancelled and resign from their jobs?
No.
I'm asking a question. Listen,
this is the problem. This is the problem. Only give an example used in football, bro. Because if you take it outside of football on the work, bro, then then we're never going to be able to solve anything. It should be fair.
It should be fair, not because you have a better job.
No, but it's not because of that. I'm not.
No, it is, bro. Because No, it is because you're all right, bro. Me and you.
Because I'm trying to explain to you, like,
no. Listen, can I land my point, please, sir?
Okay.
Me and you walking down the road, right? Oh, let's say we're in a club, for instance. Yeah.
Ain't no man lips to me. Let me get out there, bro.
The man see a ting season. You seen that man just lips up gal or gal trying to lips up man in the clubs, right? Should both of them people, depending on who stole the kiss, should both of them be cancelled and sacked?
I've never seen a man do it. I've only seen women do it.
All right, cool. But should they get cancelled and sacked then? Because it should be equality, right? It should be fair. Shouldn't matter that you're on TV.
Between the objects, bro. Because you have to go level for level on it. So if somebody steals a kiss off somebody when you're out in a club, in a festival, all the stuff you're saying, it's for the person after that to take it further on it. If they don't want to, then you can't compare what's happened with him.
But the girl didn't take it further though. It's the rest of the world that had a problem with it. She said she was cool.
She didn't say she was cool.
All right, she didn't say she was cool exactly, but after you said it wasn't a big deal, didn't she?
She said that like I didn't consent to it, but no, I'm saying
she didn't press charges. It's the world that made a big deal out of it.
Well, yeah, there was no charges.
So
yeah, but okay. So let's take it away from being a crime then. In an office, if you just walk up to the thing on your desk and kiss her, and she tells the boss or somebody sees in the office, if she didn't tell the boss, someone sees in the office, bro, and then they go, okay, we're gonna bring her in. What happened between you and Donnie? You're like, you just kissed me. Like, did you want the kiss? No. Did you ask for it? No. You weren't consensual in that. Like, it's not such a big deal, but okay, well, he can't do that. It's improper conduct in it, and then they take it above that person, bro. So basically, I'm trying to play two sides of the story here because it's not about.
The next time I see someone kiss anyone, if I'm ever out, man, I'm just saying I need to know where you work. So
no, you won't work, bro. You have to be in that. You have to be in that environment, bro. You talking about something on the outside won't prove anything. So if you're working in an office and you're the guy who's
okay, so it's okay.
No, so
it only works if you're in a building of work, then.
No, it only works if you're in the same work, bro.
All right, cool.
It's in the same work, and it's like me seeing somebody kiss someone in McDonald's and that, then I go complain and that. What, bro?
But do you see but I'm not going crazy, bro. Like I'm trying to think about it as logically I can. Your point is very right and very valid. I'm just thinking if you substitute just the environment and you put two people doing the exact same thing,
still work. You have to keep it still work because they're both working. He's the president. Yeah. He's the Spanish FA president, and she's the footballer, so it's still working it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, if you just take the environment aside and just think and just isolate the moment and what actually happened. Man stole a kiss, right? That's the isolated incident. That's the main objective. It's not about the environment. It's just about the action of what happened. Then you change that and you look on the same thing happen, just in a different environment. Exactly the same thing happens. I don't think people make such a big deal about it.
And he's kissed her for the same reason.
Which it should, though. It should.
But he's kissed her for the same reason in the different environment.
Yeah, bro. This excitement, man, out. You just happy. Kiss it. Done. Steal a kiss.
But that's my point. I'm not sticking up for her, and I ain't sticking up for him because I just said, man, seen it on my watch along, bro. As soon as he did it, before it came out anyway, I said, hold on a minute, bro. I said, is that his missus, bro? Because the way, and I get it. This is why I said that it looks like it should have been something that was nipped in the bud. What should have happened is after that, all of that thing happened, he should have just went and apologized to her and it like, yo, I just got overexcited, man. It didn't mean anything. That's it. He should apologize because he still stole the kiss off the thing, but it shouldn't be such of a big deal unless she makes it a big deal. And if it's proper bothered her, or it's bothered her, I don't know if she got a husband or whatever, probably not, but if she did, and it's bothered him, that's when the issue is. Because if most men are like, yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Like, it ain't that much of a big deal. I'm probably closer to that as well. But then when I ask the man then, what if it's your missus who plays football then and man steals the kiss off her? You lot still all right with it and that? Probably not in it. So, but I just think it shouldn't. I know, and from watching it as well, it was in the excitement in it. I don't know why he kissed her like that, but it was in the excitement of the fact that we won the World Cup.
She played a match or something, bro.
Huh?
Was she player of the match?
No, she wasn't. She was good though, but she weren't player of the match. But obviously, all the other ones he kissed, and that's why I said, "Where's the difference then between kissing someone on the cheek and on the lips?" Because he kissed all the other ones on the cheek, bro, and they were fine, and she was fine at the time as well. And he just looked excited. But I honestly thought watching it that it was his missus, bro. As soon as he kissed her, I was like, "Oh, that one must be his missus then." because he kissed them different to the rest of them, innit? But obviously, there was stuff going on with the Spanish FA and the women's football before the World Cup, bro. So that's probably not helped either. Basically, he's just a product of the times, and if this was a different time, he would have been fine. But obviously, the man's lost his whole livelihood. But I get what I honestly get what you're saying. I'm speaking from the logical point of what's going on. You're 100% right though, because let's be honest, bro. I see the male footballers do it to each other, bro. They score a goal and kiss man and that, bro. You get me? And so the bigger problem is the public, bro. To be honest, because more complaints about it is the other way in it. But we see man scoring that, stealing kisses off them. It's a bit zesty that the man them still kiss off each other.
Yeah, no, but bro, I'm always trying to think of things logically, and I'm always trying to see. Okay, I understand the outrage. I get it. Agree. Shouldn't have done it. That's his own fault for getting overexcited. No problem. You know what I mean? If you have to resign, if that's what they want you to do, whatever. I don't know. But I'm saying outside of that, and if you isolate it and go, that's the incident, that's the action. You then look at the same action somewhere else. It's not the same uproar, bro. That's why it doesn't make sense to me. I'm just like, the energy have to be the same, bro. I'm all about if you're gonna.
I agree with you. I agree, but nothing is in it because if the Greenwood thing happened, if the Greenwood thing happened outside of football, and again, I'll just use random place, bro. He worked at McDonald's, in it. A man saying that he should never work at McDonald's ever again. They're not in it.
Nope.
But as soon as this happened, everyone said he should never play football again. So that's my point. Like, no one ever keeps the same energy in these situations, bro. You know what I mean? I'm outraged. You shouldn't do this. And then all the women who work at McDonald's all go in. If he comes back working for McDonald's, we're all stepping down from McDonald's. No one ain't doing that, bro. So no one keeps the same energy for these things anyway, bro, which is a bit weird. Yeah, United are still paying. He's on loan and they pay for his apartment and that as well, bro. United know what to do, man. He's a baller in it. They're trying to.
Yeah, man. These man tried to sell us a dream about he no longer plays for United, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest one, bro. Breach of contract. That's the main thing, isn't it? French people just. I mean, it's Spanish still, but yeah, man. To be fair, yeah, it's man. Offers his exit plays full stop. YouTube 15 years. So, playing sending them to. Yeah, well, listen. The bigger problem is life, isn't it? Because it's getting worse and worse, man. At least we're on a platform and we speak to mostly men in it. So the best thing is that it ain't about whether you're right or wrong anymore, bro. You might as well just do everything in your power to avoid being in these situations, bro. Because you're not gonna get a fair trial of anything, bro, when it happens.
Do you know the other thing I've looked and I was thinking about it yesterday, after obviously we had the conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, is society just trying to keep men and women apart, bro? Because I'm like, for any young man now, like teaching the young men now growing up, bro, you might have to sit down and, write out a contract, bro, in terms of, things that, because, bro,
it's so sad.
It's like that. It's a dangerous place right now.
It's so sad, bro, because
dangerous.
we got young boys and that. Rio just got into senior school. Senior schools where they start speaking to girls and that more anyway. But Rio's not he's not going to be in school with regular girls, no. He's going to be in school with woke girls, bro, that will find the issue with anything he says, bro. Like anything, bro. Or just come in deciding one day that when Rio says, "Oh, yo, Stacey, pass me the pencil," she's like, "Yo, my name's Steve, bro. I identify as Steve now." Then Rio gets sent to the head teacher's office, bro, for dead naming her and that, bro. Mr. Ends, bro. Mr. Ends. We're gonna have to remove Rio from school because he called the young child Stephen. He called her Stacey.
They don't want me in the school for any dumb conversation like that, bro. I swear.
But they are trying to keep because the old school way of doing things and that. Luckily, and I say luckily, man, that me and you have. I'm so happy every day, bro. That I have a missus, bro, and I've already found her, bro. Because I'm letting man know now. If I was single right now, I'm staying single for the rest of my life, bro. You think I'm trusting, bro?
Dangerous.
You can't even like the whole thing of like even chirps in the thing and that, bro. It's dead, bro. Because it's all of a sudden it's harassment, bro. And don't get me wrong,
you can't even go up and say what I mean. Excuse me, what's your name? Oh, exactly. Why are you asking my name? Oh shit. Okay, so no one can't talk to no one anymore.
Man, music's loud in the club. You're trying to get attention. Yo, babe. Yo, my size. Hey, yo, babe. Tap her on the shoulder. Harassment, bro. Why is he touching me? I'm like, yo, I was just trying to holler at you. And the problem is that like the rules change depending on how the girl feels about you, bro. So if you try and speak to a girl and she fancies you, bro, that's not harassment. That's cute. It's romantic, isn't it? Oh, he wouldn't leave me alone. He was on it. So blah blah blah. If she don't like you, bro, this creep just keeps harassing me. I'm like, what? How's he supposed to know that you're not on it, bro? Yeah, I mean,
to ask questions, bro.
Yes, ask questions. So that's why most of these people are on the internet now, just on the Tinder thing, just read up the whole profile before you even meet the thing. And she just ticks off all the boxes.
Right, you know the ones I used to see. Oh, read my profile before.
Read my profile's crazy, bro. If I see that, bro, it just sounds rude in my head.
Red flag already,
bro.
Click off that. I ain't got
you subbed in high school as well, in Beige, and I remember you said yesterday. Yeah, it's a myth still. But yeah, bringing up the youth is hard, man. It's bro. Yeah, I mean, because you have to go against your natural male thing, what you would say as a dad. You have to go against it sometimes because of the rules of the school and that, bro. You know what I mean? Even with like punching up dudes and that, bro. I remember one time for a bit I had to tell my son, like, oh yeah, something happens, you have to go to the teacher and that, because that's what they kept telling me. And I was like, because he was just punching man up in it, but he was doing it because man was starting with him. Because the natural way is, even the teachers know this as well. It's not even all the teachers' fault because they've got something they have to follow as well in it. But they grew up old school, so they know, like, oh nah, don't be putting your hands on other kids, don't pick on anyone. But if they touch you, punch them up in it. But we can't say that anymore. You can't defend yourself in that, bro. So it's all a myth, bro. Big up John Conway, bro. But yeah, man, it's all a myth, man. Moving on from there, anyway, man. Still in Manchester, bro. Sancho set to have showdown talks with with Ten Hag, bro. I saw all online, bro. That man are trying to showdown talks, bro. I don't know what.
What kind of Western is this, bro? By showdown.
Hey, I know, man. Listen, it's all stupid, bro. I just know he wants to go back to Dortmund, bro. I know he does, bro. It's like, fuck all of this, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. Let them just pay me out the rest of my contract, and I'll take him, you know.
Yeah, Sancho's cold, bro.
I'll take him.
He's been scapegoated over the last week, and obviously it's moved on from the training stuff. I thought that was kind of minor, what got blown out of proportion, but all the other stuff now, he's too shy to get involved with stuff and that, bro. He just doesn't want to talk. He don't want to smile and that. I'm like, what? We've seen this situation before, man. I don't know why certain ballers they have to speak about like that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to accuse anyone, but I'm just saying certain man that happened with, bro. Now, obviously, I said to you yesterday, Uncle Ian spoke on the situation. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get his Instagram up. I'll just play the audio. Because I think what he had to say was
at Will Crawford 121.
You lot can hear this, yeah?
How does Brian feel about the Jadon Sancho situation, guys? There is a lack of goals, assists, etc. I'm not saying anything on that, but you have to critique that absolutely because that's what it's about. But I'm sure Jadon himself will probably say, listen, I want to do more, you know, for whatever reason, injury or his form and stuff like that. But where it changed for me, guys, is, and I know that people say, here we go, protecting another black player. Absolutely, I'm protecting another black player. And this is why I would defend him, because when you see some of the stuff that's being written about him at the moment, it just takes me back to when I was younger and there was no one to stop the discourse in what they're saying. What they say, I wrote some of it down. It says, saying things about him like he's rude, he's withdrawn, he doesn't smile, alienated, part of the squad. You know, you think to yourself, what has that got to do with him playing and him coming out and trying to protect himself? And the reason why it resonated with me and it pricked me in some way in respect of how I feel, because even the other day, I told you guys about the hacking and having to read back some of the things that people said and the way that made that people then form their opinion on what they think you're like. And here we go. Yeah, typical black player attitude. You know, that for me is where I'm saying, like you're saying there, Moose, he has not had people wrapping their arms around him and protecting him. Do they know what kind of like mental state he's in right now? Do they know anything about what's going on with him? For it to come out in the public document like it as for him to have to feel like he has to come out and try and put that right, what the manager said and what's going on and what he's trying to do. It just made me feel like, bro, this is no different to what happened to me years ago in how they're trying to shape what you are and how they want the people to come on top of you. And back in the day, they did come on. But now what I'm going to make sure that happens to Jadon is that I am here. And I don't care if people say, here he goes again, defending another black player. I have to do it because who else is going to do it? And the reason why I'm coming from a place of, from a personal place, because I know what he's going through right now. And it's tough.
Uncle Ian spoken, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, man, resonated still. Yeah, it's true. Listen, all he needs is a Klopp hug, man. Come to Liverpool, bro. We'll make sure the arms around you when you need a hug or whatever. The morale in our squad is so good, man. Anyone goes there and just fit in. He's at a club, bro. They're in a turmoil. They don't want to sell the club. Realistically, they keep putting it off. They've got a manager that's trying to turn his team into Ajax again. Don't have the players. He's thought, as long as I buy these expensive players, we can then do a team. You know them man there, bro, that like to do that £1 billion on FIFA, bro, and say that they're good. Not gonna mention no names and that. No, them man there still, and then say that they're good, yeah. And this is what he's trying to do, bro. He's trying to build a squad. He's bought Anthony for 90 mil, bought Sancho for that money. And then I'm just looking at the other players he's bought in the team, bro. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It's not a team full of men that want to be there. You bought Mount. He looks like he's isolated now and he's not really, you know what I mean, feeling it as well. The environment it just stinks, bro. And the whole environment stinks. And then Sancho left a club where he was loved, bro, by the fans, for one, by the manager, two, and even by the players, bro. Like they respected him as a young English player, come and cooked up the whole league, bro, differently. Double figures assist and goals, 2 seasons in a row. He's come to England thinking, yeah, man, I'm going to play my boys Rashford, you know what I mean, partnership there. And then he's come to the league, bro, and he's just like, oh, okay, so man ain't going to play me. And then you're going to make up things about I'm not training right. Then you're going to say man ain't smiling. You know what I mean, man, just isolate myself. Some players like to do that, bro. I've heard Harry Kane openly say, bro, he said, I don't like getting involved in stuff, bro. I'd rather just training's done, whatever we need to do. If I need to do any PR stuff, I'll do it. And then I want to go home, bro. Spend time with the family. What's wrong with that?
Bear in mind that them things what have been said are leaks. They're meant to be leaks from the club, innit? And
yeah, who's leaking it? It's Rashford last time, wasn't he?
Well, that's what got said. I don't know if anyone's ever thought of this, innit? Every time someone says something got leaked from the club, yeah, but it's like it's a generalization of how a player's been. Has anyone thought that some of the journalists are just making stuff up, bro? And
they do, because they openly tell you that they do.
Because if you make stuff up and just say and just call it a leak, then all of a sudden, everyone's just going to believe that it come from the club, innit? There's 2 things on. I think what Ian Wright said is true, because he started off with saying, listen, I'm not going to stick up for his goals and assists and all that stuff and that, because he's not been very good, and even Sancho knows that. That's one thing, innit? So the main thing of this situation is keep it about what's on the pitch, innit? Unless he's out here doing up the madness, like the stuff that we were just talking about, there's not a reason to talk about him off the pitch, bro. You know what I mean? I can't say 100% the reason why they're doing it, but it feels like a scapegoat thing. It feels like Man U's struggling at the moment with everything, and they need someone else to talk about. Because we've seen that over the last however long, bro. This wasn't the same for Maguire, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And De Gea was out here putting out tweets himself and stuff like that. Getting goals every game and stuff like that. The part I don't feel sorry for Sancho that he went to Man U. That's his own problem, bro. Like, he didn't have to go there. You know what I mean? He's got good money and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I know that the point before was that he spoke to Ten Hag, and Ten Hag said he was going to play him. Then he's come and he ain't played him. So that's a bit of a myth to start off with already. That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ten Hag's a good manager anyway, to be fair. Like, no, he's not. No, he's a good manager. I don't think he's a great manager.
I don't think he's a good man manager.
Me either, because we've seen stuff from other people as well. Ian Wright made the point saying, do you know about his mental health and stuff like that? I get why he's saying it, and it's always a talking point, but I think sometimes, actually, now, you know what, Ian, he can say that if he wants, and I don't come from that standpoint all the time, just because it gets used all the time now. It's been diluted a little bit in it. But with Sancho in particular, it makes sense to say that, because when this story wasn't a thing, do you remember the thing about his mental health before? It happened, remember, at the beginning of the season, that's what was going on. Remember, he was away. Remember, Ten Hag sent him away, bruv. So it's a bit of a, I don't know, man. I don't know how to, but we'll see what happens with him. We'll see what happens with these showdown talks. We know he's just going to be back on the bench anyway, bruv. That's what's going to happen. And that, I don't even know if Ten Hag will make it as the Man U manager for too long, but we'll see, man. Hey, Shambles, bro. Let's cover some UFC news and then we'll go into the viewers' question before we get out of here and that, man. You know, man. Yeah, man. Sean Strickland defeated Israel Adesanya at UFC 293 on points, but it was unanimous decision, bro. Like, he got smoked all fight, bro. And
what do you think the problem was with him, bro? Because
he just got battered.
I know, bro. But
No, I think he just got. You know why? Because like, it would be the easiest thing to go because he's so great, which he is.
He is, man.
There must be something wrong with him because, and I'll give the only thing I'll say is he looked kind of tired from when the fight started, didn't it? But he just got punched up, bruv. Like, the game plan weren't game planning, bruv. I mean, my man didn't even try and take him down, Sean. Not
you know what it is? He looked like he was a man with so much on his mind, bro. He didn't look like, I've seen this man fight too many people, and he didn't look like he wanted to fight, bro. He was just like, fuck it, man.
He might hype the thing up too much. I know, like, normally he's not angry going into fights, innit? And he was pissed off. I think if I'm correct in the, I think Strickland was talking about the tattoo he's got in it. I think the tattoo's of his dog, to be fair, and I think they thought it was his cousin or something at the time. And he was saying stuff about the person, or he wasn't the person. It was his dog. His dog just died. He got the tattoo of him, and my mom was cussing him, and he was getting really angry about it in the thing, yeah. And then he was on this like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna John Wick you in there and that, bro. And I think he just built everything up too much, bro. And then got smoked, bro. Remember, he got rocked in the first round, and I think that done him. I think that one punch, what he got in the first round, fucked him up for the rest of the fight. He never recovered properly. It's a setback for him. They're going to have a rematch, of course. Will he win the rematch? I think he will win the rematch. But it's possible that he'll lose because my man is cold, bro. I said to you in Beijing yesterday, man just wants to fight, bro. He doesn't care about any of the bells and whistles and that. And for somebody like that, they're harder to fight because if you're one of the guys who are out there worried about like the money and the watches and the cars and stuff like that, but you got a guy who only cares about fighting you, bro, you might lose that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Conor and that. Khabib didn't care about all the other stuff. He's like, I just want to kill you, bro. And man put you in a headlock in the middle of the fight and was like, what you saying now? You know, you say something. Man can't do that to me in a fight, bro. You can't put me in a headlock and say, well, what you saying now, bro? And then
trying to choke you and tell you what you say now, bro.
And Conor was like, nah, man, just relax. It was just business. And he's like, nah, bro, it ain't business when you're talking about my dad and my religion and that, bro. And he just choked him out, bro. Said, go night. And then his brethren jumped up in the cage and punched Conor up. So that's, some man just want to fight, bro. And it's horrible to see sometimes. And I'm not saying that's with Israel, but he is more on all the podcasts and all these different things all the time. And the best fighters that we all love to see is when it's like all about the fighting, and it. As soon as it starts to get a little bit more Hollywood than that, it's Hollywood ends. As soon as it starts to get a bit more Hollywood than that, takes it away from the fighting, and then there's other stuff involved in it. But I think it's fair to just say that the better man won in it. The better man won on the night. I think Israel's a better fighter than him anyway. But if you go off his last couple of fights, he beat Pereira in the last one, which was also a rematch. That means in his last 3 fights, he's lost 2 of them, bro. Because the other one before that, he went up a weight division and got battered as well. So you all of a sudden go from being that guy to, oh, hold on, let's look at his record. So he's got to win the next one, and you know what I mean? Kind of happened with Usman as well, and he'll get his rematch against Rocky, but we'll see what happens there. But for Sean, it's a great moment. Upsets in the fight games, great sometimes, isn't it? Because he can get boring after a bit. Usually when a guy gets to the standpoint where he just keeps winning all the time, he gets a bit boring. And he just wants to protect not losing instead of actually fighting. And the fans feel that as well. So it is what it is with that, man. But we'll get to the people's questions and that. If you've got anything to talk about, we'll hit that as well. And then we'll get the hell out of here, man. Let's get to the people's questions and comments on that. I think a few of you have put stuff in there from the whole Ian Wright stuff. Let me get to psychedelic. Sancho will cook for us. If he joined, how much would the transfer cost and wages? Manu wouldn't sell him to us.
I think if we wanted to go, they would. And if Liverpool wanted him, I think it would. And sometimes we talk about the wages, man. You know, being a player that's he's already on some mad wages now, I think it will be more about him playing football again. It's not like he's going to get paid a bum wage. So when we talk about wages sometimes, I want us to try and take our mind away about, you know, would a player take a step down in wages? Yeah, to play football, they would. Or do you want him to sit, would he, as a player, young as he is, sit on the bench and just get paid? Clearly he doesn't want to do that. So he wants to play football. So coming to Liverpool and going on a 150, 180, Why not, bro? It's a fucking hell of a lot of money still, regardless, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Klopp would want him.
I think Klopp probably might, because obviously Klopp's a Dortmund guy in it, so he probably watched him closely, to be fair. I wanted him before he went to Man U. I have to be honest, though. I just don't think there's no way United sell him to us, bro. Even if he wanted to leave. Just slang him off somewhere else, man. It'd be crazy for them to do that, bro, because their thing must be that they know his talent, which is why they're so bothered that he's not producing enough. But if you give him to Liverpool Klopp, there's problems, bro.
Saying that as well, though, Savage, man. I never thought I'd see a day where all these fucking top teams are just selling players to each other like it's a joke thing, bro.
No, I agree, but they're not selling their best players to each other.
Yeah, no, to an extent, innit? But they're still selling players to each other regardless.
No,
so
I think
they will look at Sancho and go, well, he doesn't really contribute anything.
But the problem is he's going to be on the Klopp, innit? He's going to be on the Klopp, and then no. Like, if it was McTominay, they'll sell him to us, bro.
Yeah, maybe. We'd make him good anyway, man. Still exactly. Being good.
William says the world is turning into snowflakes. That's true. Wish of them balls, yeah. Ian Wright is a great guy. So many football players suffer gambling, drink, just can't deal with the pressure. Yeah, man. Listen, there's a slight bit of sympathy for not for the fact that they're footballers, they're just men in it going through it. But we do need to get back a little bit to like. Maybe it's not the typical thing to say anymore, but I don't care. Man the fuck up, innit? You know what I mean? Man the fuck up a little bit, bro. You know what I mean? There's bigger problems on the planet, bro. I know I'm not diminishing anyone's problems, but there are bigger ones, bro. So if man are trying to tell me that, no, man's depressed, I'm not on about Sancho. If they're gonna, man's depressed because he's not playing, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's worse things to be depressed about, bro. Like I don't care, bro. That's what you have to deal with between you and whoever, man. You know what I mean? In fact, that's where your money comes in terms of use your money to get the best help you can, bro. You know what I mean? And you don't have to wait on the waiting list like the regular working man in it. Because I got no problem with footballers being paid what they get paid. They make the money for the club, so safe on it, get paid on it. But certain things, it's like, yo, stop fucking whinging, bro. You get me? I hear a man do that. You know what I mean? I stick up for them when it comes to like people talking shit about them constantly and then whatever, bro. But sometimes, you know what I mean? But these that are all from the same generation, though, innit? All these young ones and that they've grown up into like, by the time they were, 10, 9, they all had social media in it. So it's different for them. So they really take it like it's real life, bro. Whereas people like us, man, I'm just like, bro, you think some comments could bother me, bro? Never in my life, bro. It would never bother me, bro. Ever. Bro, it doesn't matter what you say as well. It's just gonna be, you know what I mean? So Erik ten Hag ain't it. Ajax system is set managers, junior system managers after the Ajax. They've raved about. I can't. Yeah, he's trying the Ajax thing at Man U, bro, without the players for it. I've never seen a man who just wants to buy all the old players back, bro. He just every player, he just like every time there's a transfer, like, let me get it. I think Amrabat played for him in the other team he was there before as well. So I'm just like, Onana played for him at Ajax and you dropped him as the Ajax goalkeeper and then you brought him. Makes no goddamn sense,
That's
bro.
a bomby goalkeeper, man.
Bro, Anthony
He tried to give me the stats about he made 50-something or 40-something passes. I'm like, bro, this guy conceded 3 goals, bro. So I don't care about him passing the ball. Need man to say
never. I'm about to say, bro. When man said to me about goalkeeper stats, bro, you better be talking about the stuff he did with his hands, bro. Think I give a damn about how many passes he made, bro? My goalkeeper makes 47 passes but concedes 2, bro. He had a shit game, bro. What the fuck, bro? Man, I'm talking about goalkeepers' passes and that, bro. Yeah, big up Wolf, man. Who do you think is next for? Oh, Pat, you're on about UFC, on it. Flip, I was so confused. I don't know, man.
Ain't this man taking a little time off, ain't
he? He does it all the time, and then he gets fat, and then he actually, bruv.
Yeah, no, he's obviously said it as well, though.
Yeah, he loves to just get fat, but that's not gonna bruv, you can't. With all due respect in that, I like the guy's character in that, but I can't take athletes serious who do that, bro. I just don't respect it, bro. You got to man them in the division that are, yes, you're gonna put some weight back on because you don't that other weight what you're fighting at, it's not healthy, bro. But if you're just gonna take the piss and just be a fatty off season and then get ready for a fight, when you lose, bro, just know why, innit? Because you're not practicing discipline all the way through, and then you have to keep going in these things where it's like, I I need to cut 20 pounds in a couple of days before the fight. That's crazy, bro. He's not ready, man. He's good, but he's not ready, bro. He's not as cold as everyone thinks, but he's good at talking, innit? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, Conor could back up the talk, to be fair, bro, but sometimes it's like what sells fights, innit? Because you see the same thing happen with Molly, the next girl, she lost her last fight. She got battered, bro. Yeah, Wolf, get doing that device monitor, bro, before you get told off and put on the sofa. You know, like that. Big up, Wolf, bro. Question for the man. Since the German manager is sacked, will the German FA come for club? What?
Probably
for club. I don't know where this is coming from, man. Everyone keeps saying this. Klopp ain't going to ain't taking the German job while he's a Liverpool manager. Never, bro.
Do you think if they did a way where he could take it and then still manage Liverpool, and then once he goes after, what is it, 2 more years he's here? Or 3 more years?
2 more.
2 more years he's here. Then he goes to do it full time.
No, that'd be stupid as well. Too much for Klopp. Yeah, I mean, how much he talks about what he's got to do with the club already, Liverpool. He's got to have another job at the same time. And remember, he'd have to keep flying back and forth as well.
Yeah, but I think it's only when you have international break you meet up in it, really. Other than that, what's your job for an international manager?
Yeah, but he doesn't like it. He said that he doesn't like it anyway, bro. When he's talking about traveling with Liverpool. So, like, that means the break, what he normally has now, when he can go over stuff with Pep while the players are away, he can't. He's going to have to be with Germany, bro. And then Pep's going to have to do with everything, bro, which is why Pep's going to be the next manager, by the way. Anyway. Hey, the book's still on Amazon, bro. If you want to use my link, you can, bro. You know what I mean? A little kickback and that. I think it's dropped down. It's like $10.99 now, hardback. And if you want the soft one, it's Y for hardback anyway. If you want the soft, Y for softback as well, lava splash and pew, 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 gunshot. But it's $7.99. So, yeah, man, get it, man. It's a great book.
Shit.
Rate Sancho, if he doesn't mind decreasing his wages, could be an option. Can we guarantee first team football for him? He should be starting every week. Nah, he shouldn't. Everyone thinks he should be starting every week because of what he was doing at Dortmund. And when he went to Man U, he should have at the time because they didn't have a good right winger in it. You go to a club that's got a great right winger, he's going to prove himself and make him better, bro. Like, if he went back to Manchester City, he wouldn't start, but he'd make him better being on the bench because he'd have to fight for his spot.
Do you know how crazy it is? They got 2 right wingers and it costs 170 million.
It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And both of them have got problems now. So,
and both of them, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Look at Talanga, innit?
Yeah, exactly. I was saying a while back that I think Flick will get sacked. They may ask Klopp to take a part-time job because they don't have many options. They have loads of options. The only reason why everyone thinks they don't have options is because they think that they have to have a German manager, bro. If everyone stops doing that, there's plenty of options, bro. And for all you man them that told me that Liverpool should take Flick over the Klopp, yeah, think about what you've done, man. Naughty step in that. Because I told man, it's not it, bruv. Not it, bruv. He's a good manager, and he's still young, bruv. You know, man, just gas man up off that because they checked his results in certain games, and they don't check his results. Watch how they play football, bruv. I'm sure if you buy a Munich manager, your results are always going to be great, bruv.
Should be.
Yeah, it will say the results are going to say, oh, after the last 50 games, you've lost 2 and drawn 3, and then won the rest. But you know what I mean? Apparently. Opinion on Matoma rumors. Apparently, Saudi still want Salah. Is that Matoma to Liverpool? Nah, myth, bro. They ain't happening. Not right now, anyway. Saudi's they're never gonna stop wanting Salah. Still, they'll get him eventually. Erik ten Hag is Dutch Harry Redknapp. Yeah, Nico Cranshaw followed Redknapp everywhere, bro. Crouchy, great player, Cranshaw.
Even the foe as well, to be fair. The foe.
I love Crouchy. I love Cranshaw. Great player. Yeah, man. I asked my grandpa who Ajax fan. Oh, your granddad's an Ajax fan. About Ten Hag, and he said almost got sacked. It was Van der Sar who kept him in the job. Okay, that makes sense. LFC keeping tabs on, bro. Whoever. I'm just gonna say this, innit? You see wherever this story came from. LFC keeping tabs on Matoma. You mean like everyone in the Prem who has to play against him every week? What do you mean keeping tabs on him? What? He's in the same league as us, killing everyone every week. The whole league's keeping tabs on him, bro.
Yeah, someone said, no, we need to buy this dickhead.
Imagine if someone was like, oh, and imagine someone's like, you know what? Liverpool's keeping tabs on that Haaland fella. Oh, do you mean the guy scored 50 goals? Like, the whole world's keeping tabs on these guys.
Yeah, everyone wants to know when he's
man.
fail.
Yeah, man. Big up Gramps, man. Big up Ender Savage. I don't see Klopp managing international for a long time. He strikes me as a person who wants to day-to-day work with the players and build up teams. I agree, man. He might not ever take that German job, bro. He probably would, you know what I mean, like it once, but if there's a tournament coming up or something. But the what Klopp strikes me about that one interview I watched way back, he seems to me, bro, that when he's done with football, he's done, bro. So I don't know, man. Unless they get him right after Liverpool, bro. He looks like, yo, I just want to go and enjoy my life. Because he said he's not really about the fame thing, innit? So he said when he's done football, they said, where do you want to go? He said, oh, I'll go somewhere, maybe LA or something like that with my missus, and we have to walk around. It's like, I don't really like people noticing me, to be honest. He said, oh, no one will know who I am over there. So,
yeah, that's what you think, Klopp.
Yeah. Yeah, they finished him off. Yeah, Japan done their thing still.
Man, like, hey, can we go back quickly to that one? And guys, you know, big up to Endo, man. Do you see how cold this man was playing in that game?
Half of the fan base has been speaking about him like he's a bomber, so I hope they watched it.
Yeah, and the disrespect, bro. And
the worst thing about disrespect for Endo is it's come from nothing. There's not even been a reason to disrespect him, bro. Like, if they saw that he had 10 games and he was shit, that's a little bit different, bro. They literally just said, oh, nah, he was just 30-year-old, man. I'm like, yo, what kind of death sentence is going on with the 30-year-olds, bro? You man are moving like Leonardo DiCaprio and that, bro. Only want 19-year-olds. Relax, man. Yeah, it is, bro. But big him up still. All the boys done great still. Man, the white LFC fans acting like Salah, if Salah leaves to AFCON, we will be done. Last time he left, we still won our games. Yeah, we won our games with Ox and Gomez in the team, bro, killing it. You know what I mean? I think Ox got an assist and a goal in that time.
Yeah.
Great assist as well against Nottingham. You know what I mean? I think Joey got an assist as well. Little cross into
crosses.
Yeah, man, little header from Ox. Good time. Listen, we're not gonna struggle without it. You know what I mean? It's a couple of games, bro. Let's be honest. If everyone thinks that to struggle without him for a couple of games, then we're shit anyway, bro. And then we don't deserve anything. You can't last a couple of games without him. It's a myth, bro. Yeah, bro. That's something
early as well, bro.
They're saying as a Salah replacement. Matoma as a Salah replacement.
Bro, the only way it will work is if Diaz goes on the right wing and then Matoma comes in as the left winger.
Although, we don't know if Matoma can play on the right, bro. Because man,
that's true.
This is the guy who's got the degree in dribbling, bro.
Yeah, no, this man killed it, man. Man said I've got a degree in dribbling. And I was like, so there's class, bro. You can get a degree in anything. I realized, bro.
Yeah, you can get a degree in like hip hop and that as well.
Bro, it's the man said that means he's worked on his craft so mad down to the.
Don't Klopp have one of them degrees in something to do with football as well?
Psychology.
Yeah, that makes sense. My management thing. Man, have you seen Matt 10 smoked up Casado and Messi made him do the cha-cha slide? Yeah,
to be fair to Casado, he did play well in the game.
He did play good. I told man already, bro. I've been saying to man for the last week, get your Casado jokes off now, bro. You ain't gonna be trash forever, bro. He's just having a couple bad games. In my opinion, after LFC, Klopp will take a sabbatical like he wanted to do before he left. Yeah. People judging him and probably never seen him play just because he isn't what they wanted. But Endo. That's exactly what happened, bro. Disgrace still. It's funny, isn't it? Because like most of the people didn't see Szoboszlai play football either, but because he's younger, just whatever, innit? Endo played 2 games with 10 men and we won both. Different story if we got battered and he played. Fans love criticizing. It's modern day illness. Yeah.
And the game he came on as well, man, against Villa, bro. Man was looking at everyone in the midfield.
Transfer
no one was safe.
Yeah, no, you're right, Brian, man. I'm done with the transfer stuff, but the window's closed. I don't give a damn about transfers, bro. Since Endo joined us, he's won every game, played 100% win percentage. Hey, man, big percentage, bro. Yeah, transfer's done, man. You already know what it is, man. Big up to everyone inside, man. You got anything else you want to say, Ian? Any
nah, man. Listen, it's all good, man. Looking forward to the calling later, bro. That's about it.
Yeah, man. I know, guys, man. Big up to all of you like inside, man. It's a nice way to start your Monday and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's not finished, bro. 7 p.m. tonight, bro. Call-in show. I have to say, and this is fair play to use like in the chat and to ends, and myself, I guess. The shows have been great, bro. Like, I've enjoyed every single one of them. There's not one what's felt dead, bro. It all feels like organic vibes and that. They're not forcing anything. There's not people pretending to. It's just been absolute jokes, bro. So, I'll definitely get some more questions here. But yeah, man, if you man got stuff to say in that, bro, don't be, don't be shy, man. You know what I mean? You already know what me and Enzo are. Anyone who was there for the Q&A show yesterday as well, big up yourself on that. If you wasn't there for the Q&A show yesterday, come on, man. Why are you playing that, bro? Ask everyone in the chat, bro. It was all vibes, bro. We just had a laugh, bro. If you want more of them shows, bro, we need man to call back in and, you know what I mean, and tune in and that subscribe. I'm not asking for anything, you know what I mean? It's notification, bro. It's free, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be a bum, bro. You know what I mean? It's laziness. But if you man can't press the subscribe button, I know you ain't doing push-ups, bro. I know you ain't. So that's if you can't move your fingers. Bro, if you can't scroll down to the little button underneath and that, you man ain't done a sit-up in 10 years, bro. So just do that, man. Yeah,
you know what happened when he said that? Man just looked down and went, shit, you know what? Savage is right.
Yeah, you know when it goes off, it's like, this motherfucking savage guy.
Yeah, right, bro. He's really taking a fucking piss, bro. He's an alright guy, though, isn't he? But
hey, man, I just want the man them to do great, bro. This is like 98% man them on this channel, bro. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jean, Marianne, and Anna, and Liz.
Maybe there's more as well, but we don't really know.
Yeah, from the ones that come on and say stuff in it. So the rest of them are man them in it. So listen, and certain things we can't help women with, bro, because the women that's their thing in it. For the man them, we're always trying to help, man, and that. So we're preaching the same thing every time. And did you ask the question this morning what they did? Because I don't think you did.
Oh shit, man! Didn't even ask, man. Guys, how did you wake up this morning? What was the first thing you did, man? Drop it down in the chat before we head out. Because I know you, man, can't tell me you was jumping on social media that early, bro. Because there's no news to be jumping on there for.
Enz is right still. When we do the show later and Enz puts it up, bro, bro, the percentage better be lower on social media.
And don't lie as well. You know they were lying. You know, man,
these man all about to lie, bro. Like, nah, I woke up with the meditation and the training still. Bro.
I woke up, I thought, let me just sit down for 15 minutes in silence so I can think. No, you didn't. Don't lie, man.
Yeah, man. Big up on me. And Pablo's next to me sleeping still. Knockout, bro. Even Pablo got his exercising early, bro. Man's exercising on that. Just had a wash and that. It's good, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. It's not about a six-pack, bro. I just need you lot to be healthy, bro. That's what, bro. Everyone needs to run this on it, bro. All years, bro. Forget about the aesthetics of how it looks on it. But everyone needs to be some level of health in it, because you're never gonna get to full level of health. You have to have blood work and all that. Yeah. You get me? Some man just look great, and then you know what I mean. The blood work's a mess. But I need everyone to be healthy, bro, because I don't want trying to hear none of you like one of you go missing and then come back sick and was like, oh, where was you, bro? I went into cardiac arrest when I was out with the laptop. Big man, that's your fault, bro. You get me? I'm not trying to hear that from the man them. So I want everyone to do well. Even if it's just get up and walk a little bit more on it. Go outside, man. You know what I mean? Can't be out here moaning about the kids on Xbox doing nothing and that. Use lot of shit. Imagine that. Their man are telling their kids to fix up on it and not fixing up themselves.
Yeah, shit.
You know how easy it is, bro. I'll tell you how you combat that. You take your kid to the fucking bar, bro. Yeah? Walk with your kid, do kick-ups and that. Remember when dad just used to pass the ball to each other? The ball, the kids over there, you pass the ball, you run it back. Remember passing the ball? Remember catch, bro? Remember games, bro? Yeah, man. Man never just gone up to a little lake and a little stream and that, see a couple of ducks. Yeah, bro. You have to just take in nature and that, bro. Oh, the technology is all good. I ain't complaining. I love technology and that, bro. I won't be speaking to you man, about it, bro. But sun shining, if the sun's not shining, bro, just go on, stretch your legs, bro. Make you feel better and that, bro. Taking the air and yeah. Bayesian, Bayesian. Put that counter on next to your name when you come on, bro. On 30 days, no bread in it. See what I go on, bro. And you guys already know, bro. Ends. I'm getting close to the next 100 days.
When he set it up, bro, let me know in it because
I think let me tell you.
When you set it up, I'm jumping on that 100 days.
How many days? I got it on here still. How many days until?
By the way, the 100 days that Savage did was 100 days with no sex. That's what he did.
Hey. Hey, stop the foolishness. Stop that right now, bro. That's not what it was. Stop it. Okay, so we're 105 days away from because I was doing it to Christmas Eve on it. So 105 days from Christmas. So if we all do it, we'll do an extra stream. We'll talk about it. Talk about health and wealth and that, bruv. Me and Enzo will just give you some advice and that. And listen, man, know I'm a personal trainer on it. Man have to pay me for this, innit? So this one stream I do, if you man don't turn up, death to all you lot, bruv. Yeah? Because man, I got clients out here paying good money to get the advice, bruv. So yeah, man. In 5 days' time, what's the 5 days time? Friday? Is it Friday? 5 days time? Or that Saturday?
Was it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Saturday is when the 100 days starts, bruv. And I need that for everyone. And I'm just gonna have to trust what man are saying in it because I don't want man sending me like pictures topless and that talking about this is how I used to look. I don't want to see any of that, bruv. I don't want to see any of that.
Your clients do that, so why can't we do that?
Because these men are just going to be sending like unsolicited pictures and that, bruv. Like we don't have.
Are you saying mine's going to be the boxes all of a sudden below?
I'm not trying to see that
down for no reason.
I'll trust man by the thing. You
bro,
like to take a picture of your scale if you want or something, bro, with the weight on it, and then we'll see what happens at the end of it. So 100 days.
How do you know it's their scale though? They could just, you know what I mean? Google is a good thing, bro.
I guess I'm gonna have to trust them, innit?
Hey, do you trust your clients?
Yeah, but they pay me, bro. So if they, if they don't do what I said, I've still got my money, bro. But yeah, man, I think it'll be cold for everyone to join in, innit? We'll set some boundaries and that for the man. Them. If anyone's whoever's what should we do, Ends? Maybe what we say, smoking, drinking, maybe.
No bread.
No bread. Yeah, any of them refined sugar things will allow that. Up your water intake. And then we'll set
That's
like
one thing I do need to do. Because I used to drink quite a lot of water and I don't feel like I do on a day-to-day now.
Yeah. And then what I'll do is I'm telling man again, brother, I swear to God, if man don't take my advice, bro, death to all of you, man. I will go into my my archive and set up a little plan for everyone on it, for everyone to follow, bro. Just body weight thing.
Generic one. We just run it on a little hit program.
Yeah. I'll do it so it's no more than 20 minutes a day, and then I'll let you have Sundays off. And then everyone run with it, bro. See what happens, bro. You get me? Because I've got a couple of them ready.
Yeah, I'm down, bro. We do that one stream a week, and we just
man. And then we'll sign back in when we do the Q&A show or we do late night Savage. When everyone jumps back in, we'll see what I go on and we'll do a little checkup with everyone on that, bro. So you got 5 days, innit, to start slowing down all the bullshit, bro. Unless you're gonna go cold turkey on Saturday, bro. So if you on all the sugar and all that now, you're having chocolate bars every day. Reduce the chocolate bars now, bro. Yeah, maybe if you're having one every day, maybe you just have one every other day till the end of this. Now, if you're on bare like caffeine and that, slow it down a little bit. You get me? If you're having 4 coffees a day, reduce that to 3 now. So that way, by the time we get to Saturday, you're not on some like crackhead thing, innit, where you're shaking, talking about I need some methadone and that. Nah, bro. And I need to make sure everyone's steps are up as well, innit? The steps is a bit meaty, but at least it makes sure that you're out in it. So I might set like a young 7,000, innit? I was gonna go 10, but I'm gonna go young 7,000. And there, man, you know what I mean? Me and them just changing, man, them one step at a time, bro. I'm not, because it'll make you better. It'll make you a better person, bro. You'll be more disciplined, and then especially if you've got kids, bro, you're changing it for your kids as well, innit? You don't want your kids to grow up medium fat, bro. You get me?
And the only way you can join in on this one, because it's easy. I need you guys to change your name. So come Saturday, I should see the 100 in your name, so you can have your name and put the 100, and then we know you're with us, bro. And every day that drops down, that 99, the 98, will work from there, bro. That's what we need to see. If you man are with us, the 100, bro, come Saturday. Because I'm sure Saturday we got. Well, I'm sure Liverpool's playing, innit? Yeah, Liverpool's on 12:30, man. So
man. So that means when Ends drops the watch along, bro, man, better have 100 next to the name. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, man. Might even put a little. You got the community thing, innit? End's gonna drop all those channels, bruv. Yeah, man, saving one life at a time, bruv. Get me? All the stress on the NHS and that because man, them just don't want to take care of themselves, bruv. Nah, bruv, we gotta change it, bruv. And as I said, man, it's gonna make everyone feel better. And if you've got kids, bro, trust me, you don't want to feel like a hypocrite talking to your kids, bruv, talking about get off the Xbox and get out there and walk and that. Bruv, trust me, if your kid's not telling you that, they're looking at you like you're a dickhead, bruv. Like,
yeah. Well, this dickhead going in the fridge getting the chocolate telling me about going outside. Yeah.
So, all you do is eat this junk and then he's watching you talking to a Snickers and that. Nah, bruv, that's not. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, man. Dickhead, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up the man them and big up the girl them too. And to be fair, if the ladies join in before we get to that stream, I need them to do the same thing, bruv.
Yeah.
You know how to get to Christmas, those want to do the little black dress night and that. Oh, you're going to put on your Christmas Eve dress and that. Aye, courtesy of Ends and Savage, your husband can thank me later, bruv. You know, like that. You want to, bro, because then when you go into the next, yeah, saving one Donny at a time, bruv. Aye, man, this is what me and Ends do, bruv. You get me? Ain't regular content creators, but we actually create content. Yeah, peace.
First things first, let's talk about facts and works. Your boy mash no works. Talk about guns, we ain't on that work. Never. And to make shit worse, I got all 5, that's real blood first. He got zinged and he got burst. Next outcome getting put in.